just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama. Turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,
and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her.
I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this J. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. HRE wanna drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong, my dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros, live fast, die on, set my headstone. Stop been grown, you ain't getting money, been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm glad she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what the I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a his first carry, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to change things up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down the right sideline, inside the 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
He's crafty. He's checking craft. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check safety, check safety.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now it's Jackson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now it's Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Jackson now. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 37 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Another run now for Nwangu.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe always showing off the pass rush skills. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. The Ravens sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's another one complete to Mitchell. 2 yards on the pickup there. At its 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 48 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll get this to Nwangu. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Jackson. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now he'll escape to his right. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw again is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now Mahomes. And, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jackson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
In motion right, that's Hamler. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Mahomes now on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Inside handoff, Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Henry. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 73 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down. Here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and take...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now a dump off here complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Mahomes to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So there is still time. A little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Try to take this home, they'll run. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down, close it out.
It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And room there to work it inside the 25. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All these heads